Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Final Fantasy VII Remake. This time I'm going to show you how to complete the side quest, Paying Respects. Paying Respects becomes accessible once you finish the Weapons on a Rampage side quest in the Sector 5 slums. If you're having trouble with this, the trick with the enemies is when they have the silver shield around them, use magic. When they have the green shield around them, use physical attacks. Once you finish that side quest, you can go back to the villager who gave you the quest, and he will tell you about an old man near the weapon shop who may need your help. You can see him walking around in the background. The camera literally focuses on him. So walk up to this guy, and he will give you the side quest Paying Respects. He will tell you that he needs to pay his respects to his wife's grave in the graveyard, but you need a key because there's a new lock on the gate. So you want to go to the Children's Secret Hideout, also in the slums right here, and you want to talk to Moggy, and then you want to spend 1 Moogle Medal to purchase the graveyard key. It's right in the middle of his inventory. It costs 1 Moogle Medal. If you need any more Moogle Medals, go play Whack-A-Box. You get one every time you play. Alright, so once you are back in the scrap heap in the slums, you can now unlock this gate right here. It's in the kind of eastern, southeastern section, and you're going to have a bunch of grass strikes. This is a really tough fight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Make sure you have ice materia. If you can, link it to a weapon, either the Buster Sword or something, with the elemental materia. If you haven't gotten the elemental materia, I do have a guide for that on my channel as well. So, these are Venomantises. These are a subspecies of grass strikes, and analyzing them, you'll realize that they have the same exact weakness as regular grass strikes, which is ice. So, using Cloud and Aerith, what I recommend doing is, once you're done analyzing, switch back over to Aerith, build her ATB a little bit, and then you want to put down an Arcane Ward, and then you're going to use this Arcane Ward throughout the entire fight. And the reason for that is because you want to place that down, and when you stand inside the Arcane Ward, you double cast your spells. So once you have that down, you want to cast Blizzard, or if you have Blizzara on another piece of ice materia, go ahead and use that. Blizzara is obviously way more effective. This will build the stun bar pretty high. So, and if you can get them into group, that's great. But the frustrating part of this fight is that because there's 3 of them, and they often target whoever's attacking, which can be likely Cloud, it's hard to get off those casts. The other frustrating thing is that they put status ailments on you, including sleep and poison, so it starts to get really, really frustrating to deal with this fight. So you want to bring some remedies. You want to make sure that you can wake people up if they're sleeping. So yeah, that's kind of the trick here is you want to just focus on 1 as long as you can, get it down, and then this way you'll only have to deal with 2, and then it gets considerably easier once 1 is down. But getting that first one down is a pain. You want to do your best to use Aerith or whoever doesn't have the ice materia. You want to use that character to kind of kite the enemies away from your caster, whoever's going to be using ice materia. Kite them away. And then once they're sort of focusing on that character, you want to then switch to the character who has the ice materia, put them in the Arcane Ward, have them cast Blizzard or Blizzara. Wow, Blizzard or Blizzara, that's a weird word. And then they will double cast it, and then you can keep going. Once staggered, these guys start dropping like flies. You can deal a ton of damage to them very quickly. But once they recover from being staggered, they sort of start taking a lot less damage. And I actually think it's not so much the 160% that you get from staggering them. I think that it sort of like breaks their shells and they just take a lot more damage. Because as you can see there, when I had it stunned, it was dropping really, really quick. So be sure to keep your party members healed. I know that's obvious, but this fight is very easy to get overwhelmed in. It happens all the time. Sometimes you're going to get double sleeped, especially if your characters are close together when the enemies throw that sleep cloud on you. Bring some ethers to this fight because you're definitely going to be using a lot of magic. You need to keep casting Blizzard and Blizzara on these guys, and then that's going to deal the bulk of your damage. If you don't have Blizzara yet, I recommend just grinding a bit in the scrap heap, and you'll be able to get it in no time. I've had it for quite a while at this point. I had it when I was in the Sector 4 plate interior, and I was just doing side quests. I wasn't doing a ton of grinding, so you should have it at this point. I really don't recommend going into the fight without it. As you can see here, my characters are extremely low. I think I was just hoping that Aerith's Limit Break would pop. Healing Wind does so much health in healing. It's kind of crazy. Alright, but now that we have Cloud again, we're going to try to roll back. We have him staggered. We're going to try to deal as much damage as possible. We're going to come over here, cast Blizzara, We may get lucky and this may hit both if they stay within range. Of course they won't. It's okay though. Cloud can get interrupted while he's casting that, so I'm not really sure if you can come back here with Barret later, with Cloud, Tifa, and Barret. Like, I'm not sure exactly how the game flows, but if you can, then just put Ice Materia on Barret, cast Steel Skin on himself, and he'll never get interrupted, and it's just kind of the easy way of going about it. But I'm doing this, you know, as it comes. So we have our second one down to about 30% health. We're going to drop him again soon now that Cloud is awake. So we're going to double cast Blizzard, and then I'm going to get Cloud back in there. We're going to deal some more damage here now that the enemy's down. Get him back in here, cast Blizzara onto this one here. We should get a stagger because this will be a successful double cast here. Boom, there's a stagger. It's going to fall. It's actually going to be a kill. And then we can focus on the final one, and things at this point are kind of a snooze. We have a limit break with Cloud, so we're going to go ahead and use that. We're going to go ahead and cross slash. It's going to deal a ton of damage. Also going to give us a stagger. And then we can do the last bit of damage, kill it with a focus thrust, and that's it. So this is a really tough fight. I know this is easier said than done, but the main strategy here is get them down one at a time, put down an Arcane Ward with Aerith, stand in it with Cloud or whoever has the Blizzara spell ready to go, stand in it with them, get the double cast off, stagger them as hard as possible. If possible, try to get them in a group, and in this way the Blizzard spell will hit all of them, build all their stagger, and then you can kind of take them down in an AoE. That's one strategy, but you really have no control over these little Mantis guys. So yeah, you just gotta do what you can, keep your characters alive, bring anything that can wake them up, and yeah, just use ice spells. They're very weak to it. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Final Fantasy VII Remake, please subscribe to the channel so you can get alerted when new videos go live. You can also join the new community Discord. The link for that is in the video description below. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, right? Come on, you can do it.